Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie, and today I'm going to do the second video in a kind of mini series of what to do with your excess garden harvest. The first one I did was roasted banana peppers. I think you can see those back there. The second one I'm going to do is a very simple, easy way to take care of excess tomatoes and onions. And we're going to roast our veggies, and then we're going to puree them and freeze them. So let me show you what I have set out already. So the first thing that I've done is I've cut up my onions. Those are onions from my garden. I've taken the skin off my garlic. We have our extra virgin olive oil and seasoned salt out. I think I need to get my pepper. We have a squash that needs to be cut up. And I cannot find my cookie sheets. Somebody may have borrowed them. But so we're going to do what we can with the glass dishes. I don't know if it'll turn out the same, but we're going to try it. And we have our parchment paper. And I've started with blanching the tomatoes. Now I've tried this without blanching the tomatoes and removing the skins. And what happens is the skins roll up into these really sharp shards, and you spend an awful amount of time trying to pull, shards of skin out of your soup stock. This is going to make a soup stock after we roast it. Now I know if you have a better blender than mine, you can probably just leave the skins on, but this is what we do with it. We're going to take our tomatoes, we're going to stick them in boiling water for just a few seconds. Try not to burn ourselves. I'm burning myself. Let those roll around for a few minutes. We really don't need to do this for a long time. Just a few seconds. Pull them out with the slotted spoon so we don't burn ourselves. You can already see the skin starting to pull off. Now the purpose of this is not to cook the tomatoes, it's just to loosen the skin. Look at that tomato, isn't it gorgeous? Now this is my harvest of tomatoes just from today. So the tomato plants are really kicking into gear right now. So let's take this over here with the rest of our veggies. So we've got the tomatoes, and we've got my cherry tomatoes that I've already blanched. And let's get the skins off of those. So taking the skins off is really easy. They just slide off. And then we're just going to stick the tomatoes in a bowl and throw away the skins. is to drizzle just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I like the Kirkland variety. Crack a little pepper over it. And then I like the Lowry seasoned salt. You can do whatever kind of salt you want or leave the salt off. Now we've preheated my oven to 450 degrees. We'll just stick this in here. Leave it for about 30 minutes. I'll check it after 20. And then see how it goes. Okay, so we got our first batch of vegetables out of the oven, and then I figured out a different way. I didn't want to do small batches all night long, so I figured out a way to use some flat cookie sheets to roast the vegetables. Let me show you what we've done. So here's the first tray of roasted vegetables, and notice how they're kind of really brown. That's what you want. You want them to get that dark because you want them caramelized. Now here's my solution for a flat cookie sheet, because there is a lot of liquid that comes out of these. I just am using tin foil to create edges. So I've got another batch in the oven, but let me show you how I puree this batch. So we have my really old blender. I use it for everything still. It works really well. I mean, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't puree the skins of the tomatoes very well. So it does have its drawbacks, but for what I need it for, it works just fine. So we're going to put all of the vegetables in the blender. It smells so good right now, though, I have to tell you. We'll probably not freeze this batch and use this batch for dinner tonight. We'll just make a soup. It's a hot day, but you know, I eat soup anyway on hot days. Okay, we've got it in the blender, and we'll see if it has enough moisture to do anything. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more moisture, so we're going to pour some of this delicious tomato juice that was left over. We're going to stir it around a little bit. If you don't have the tomato juice left over, you can use water. Now you can leave it a little bit chunky if you want, or you can go really smooth for like tomato soup. This is going to be kind of a tomato soupish type thing. Then we're going to take out one of our freezer bags, and this is still a little warm, so you've got to be careful. Pour it into the freezer bag. Now you can actually freeze this, and it makes a really good soup base. You can just have it for tomato soup. You can do whatever you like with this. If you leave it, you actually don't even have to blend it if you don't want to. You can just freeze your roasted vegetables just straight and then use them whatever way you like. But this is the way we like to have it. Now for the rest of the tomatoes, we had too many tomatoes to finish this off, so for the rest of them I am just canning them. There's just 3 pints left. But I'm grateful that you came along with me on this kitchen adventure. You know, it's not my extreme forte, but I enjoy it. And if you've enjoyed my videos, please like and subscribe, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.